Hi, this is Paul Hitchcock with the Estate and Asset Protection Planning firm BarthCalderon. Thanks for jumping on. Just going over a quick asset protection tool. I'm here with my colleague Brent Honay, who's an attorney, estate and asset protection expert. And Brent, what I've heard you talk about often, it just came up this week, is a married couple, in particularly in California, using a post-marital separate property agreement for asset protection. How does that work real quickly?
So what we're doing with the post-marital property agreement, Paul, is it's a concept that applies in states that have community property law. And it's really important that we understand this because it's one of the things that a married couple can use. It's a tool that we can all use that's important to at least be informed about, that can do a lot of help if we're ever in a situation where we get sued. And the way that it works is, if you can think of all of the assets that we have when we're married. We tend to think of a community property estate as if we ever get divorced and it's a 50-50 split,
50-50, right?
What we don't think about is, well, what happens if one of us gets sued during the course of the marriage? Husband gets sued for doing something wrong. What's going to happen there? Well, what we want to do is we want to start thinking of things as one big community pot, and that's really what we have going on here. And if I get sued, it's now my wife's problem. If my wife gets sued, it's my problem because everything we have together, and it can all be sued away. And we can lose
one big bucket of stuff.
You got it. So what an agreement like this will do is it will allow us to treat our assets as 50-50. 50% my separate property, 50% my spouse's separate property. And if we have a lawsuit that comes about sometime down the road after we've done that, and one of us is getting sued, it's not the household's problem. It can be limited to just those half of the assets, which is very helpful.
Got it. Okay. And what I've heard Brent talk about in his workshops is that, is this a good way to say it, Brent? This is a tool that can be part of an asset protection plan that anybody with meaningful assets should at least understand how it works and how it applies to you. Is that an accurate way to put it?
That's a great way to put it, Paul. Even for those cases where you've got a house, there's the family house that we're worried about, and that's the big asset, and that's it. Well, it makes a lot of sense right there, because you can have a situation where the one spouse is getting sued, and why have a situation where the whole house is just, boom, it's gone?
Right.
Versus, well, we can have a lien on half of the house, well, we can fight that, and we can deal with that. It's a better situation, and it's more defensible. So it makes sense to at least be aware of it. It's something that's not an issue for the majority of states that don't have community property law, but right here in California, it makes a big deal. It's a big deal, and we need to know about it before there's a problem. And it's in context. You're right. It's in context of all the other planning that we do.
Okay, got it. So I think the takeaway here is, for your own situation, at least figure out what this is, the post-marital separate property agreement, how it might apply to you and fit into your asset protection plan.
I'd say that's exactly what it is.
Okay, thank you so much.